He's done so much for so many people that it's just time that he's acknowledged for that.
What do you make of instant replay? What do you make of instant replay?
I heard about this guy who sold radio, and he sold it like a Southern preacher. You know, it's that kind of passion that we all know Robert for.
Over the next few weeks, you'll save 20, 40, up to 50% on thousands of items.
One of my favorite things about Robert is he's always got a catchy ad slogan.
If you need service work done, maybe a tow, you ought to go to Autos. You ought to go to Autos. You ought to go to Autos.
Let's go get it. Let's be different. Certainly, let's not be boring. And that's Robert.
Ay, 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 ay. I love the Casa del Rey.
Who's this for again?
Oh, you got the silver. Oh, Robert, that's okay. Maybe next year you can get the gold.
I can't tell you the one moment that stands out the most in my life about Robert.
Parker?
For Robert Sharp.
Who's this for?
Somebody's getting an award or something?
Who's this for?
Like many folks, I thought to myself, how's this guy winning?
Robert Sharp? Who?
Robert Sharp? Robert Sharp, golfer?
Who? Is it that same one we got last year?
Oh my gosh.
A silver buckle.
Won an advertising award. Wow, okay.
Parker?
When he started his agency, I have a very clear recollection of his office, which was this very deluxe cinder block little closet in the back of Jacobs Motors. Really, he had his hands full, raising kids as a single dad and then trying to start a business at the same time and balancing all of that. There's always something about Robert that I knew he was going to succeed. I knew even sitting in that office at that time. But however, there were many detractors. There were many people that thought, this guy is not going to be able to do this. I guess the story is that they were wrong, he was right. I really marveled at his ability to keep his sense of humor and take the slings and arrows in the business world that he did and still have that priority of raising those kids.
I can't even tell you how much it means to me to have him as a friend and all the knowledge and just the support that he's given me. Not even just the advertising or marketing world, but just people in general. All the lives that he's touched is amazing. I guess I just feel like he's really deserved this.
Well, the first time I met Robert, he literally almost scared the pants off me. I mean, Robert's a big guy to begin with, but he was bigger than life. And he had some very definitive ideas about what he wanted to see Johnson Ford do with their marketing. He was really going to put us through our paces. And boy, we had to work hard to earn his business and his trust. But I think we did that. I think Robert really is the quintessential American success story. He started out small, he's grown his business, he's done it the right way, he's been good to his employees. He absolutely is deserving of this award.
Kathy and I work together, and Stacy and Robert work together, so we have that in common. And I would say, with the help of his family, Stacy and his son, and with the good people that work there, it's really amazing how Robert has grown his business.
He and Stacy have that same heart to give back to the community that's done so much for them. You see him on the TV, you hear him on the radio, and you go, oh, that's Robert, and it's just fun to be able to know that person behind that voice and that he really is a genuine person that cares about his employees and cares about the community and just wants to be the best that he can possibly be. And that's why he's getting that award.
Good enough's not in his vocabulary. I really think that.
Mm-hmm. Robert is getting this Silver Medal Award because he's so deserving of it. Everything that all of Robert's successes have come from hard work. He has stuck with it through thick and thin and built up an advertising agency that he should be so proud of, and he's just very deserving of this award.
I had heard that Robert had won this prestigious award, and it didn't surprise me one bit that he won it, because working with him for the years that I've had, I've seen his work and the quality of his work. The first thing that comes to my mind is the first commercial I taped with him. Had never done that before, and I had very little experience about doing it, and Robert had told me, he assured me that this is what we're going to do, it's a piece of cake, you'll do just fine. And they set you up, they get you to do this, they give you the script that they want you to do, and Robert would say, well, let's try that again, and I'd say, well, what was wrong with that? Just the first segment, I think I did 30-some takes. I was just beyond myself going. Finally I said, let's let Robert do it.
One of the things that that I remember most about Robert is the day that he asked me to be in my first shoot, my first TV shoot, and didn't really tell me what it was going to be about at first. And he actually knew that his wife's wedding dress would fit on a guy with a beard, and allowed this gentleman to sit next to Little Bo Peep at the bar with a one-liner asking for free beer. I think Robert is being honored with this award because he's very passionate about the advertising and marketing profession. He stays on top of trends, and most of the time sets trends. I think that people know that when they work with Robert that they're going to get a great product, that they're going to know that there's going to be thought behind it, that there's going to actually be research done, and that those ideas are going to work.
Some of the ideas that Robert has pitched to us, I tell you, I know my eyes have just rolled back in my head thinking, oh man, this is just too far out there, this is too crazy. Those particular ads probably created the most buzz around the community. I had more people saying, oh man, love those ads. That just goes to show you that sometimes we're a lot better off using a professional than what we think the people want to see.
Over the many years that he's been marketing and advertising and working for the radio station, he's given back to the community by helping them grow their business. And he has so much passion for it. It's fun to be involved because he's creative and he takes risks, and he's been successful when it comes to marketing other businesses.
He's always been one for, I'll do the work, I'll have people help me out. He never pushes kind of work off on somebody else that he doesn't want to do. He's always right there whenever you have a question for him, and he's always been helpful, and he's always been really knowledgeable about anything you need to ask him.
I bought 2 brand new snowmobiles, and I invited Robert out to give them their christening. So on the maiden voyage, we're out on the trail for just a few minutes, and all of a sudden, Robert turns up missing. And so I go driving around looking for Robert. I come up to the top of a steep cliff and look over, and there he is at the bottom with what's left of my new snowmobile. 2 or 3 weeks later, the snowmobile having been repaired, I thought, well, let's try it again. What the heck? Mistakes happen. So this time, Robert promises that he's going to be extra careful. We headed out on the trail, didn't get out of the parking lot, and Robert rear-ended me, this time wrecking both snowmobiles.
We went to the Central States Fairgrounds, and we were up for a renewal for the contract. And by this time, I'd been there for maybe a little over a year. And we're all sitting down, and Robert's introducing everybody on our staff. And he's saying, this is so-and-so the vice president, this is so-and-so the account executive. And he gets to me and says, this is Justin Mather. This is probably the longest job he's ever had. And then starts to move on. It's just Robert.